So, I got a mission for you guys, and this is one I think you're really gonna like. We're gonna go hit the Black Sun where they live. We're gonna attack their spice mining facility. Now, the goal of this mission is ultimately gonna be to hit these specific buildings on the facility. If we take these out, they should completely shut down their operation, or at the very least make it quite expensive to stand it back up. They do have a garrison in place, but I think you guys can handle a few starfighters. You do have to watch out for a pair of turbo laser towers in the area. They could give you a bit of trouble. Lucky for us, the spice mine is pretty close to a canyon, so you can use that as some cover on the way in to try and delay the inevitable detection. And while you're at it, if you could please wipe out all of Black Sun in the area, that would also be appreciated, but you know, as long as you take out the buildings, we'll have done what we needed to. For this mission, the squad will actually be taking somebody else surprise for a change. They will be attacking a Black Sun facility on the ground. The primary target of this mission are the 5 buildings. These can be attacked with both torpedoes and bombs, although they are particularly damaged by bombs. There is some forces on the ground, however, much like when the party was attacked at their base, these forces will have to start up their ships before they can actually start engaging the squad. And in addition to that, the squad has also been informed there are other hostile reinforcements in the area, so they do need to keep an eye out for that. Ultimately, the destruction of the buildings is the only objective that is really required for this mission, although the destruction of all Black Sun in the area would also be a major bonus. The squad does manage to successfully sneak up on the very first turbo laser tower and take it out with a single salvo before it can start up. This of course does sound the alarm, but the squad does have the drop on the enemy, and multiple enemy ships fail to start up in the first round of the engagement. The general disarray and failure to start up their ships means 2 of the Z-95s are caught out on the ground itself. While this is happening, Zizal lines up a precise proton torpedo and destroys one of the buildings almost in a single hit. An unflagged YT-1300 freighter starts itself up and begins to make its way away from the combat zone. It appears as though this ship is not particularly interested in a fight. As the Big Red 1 and Slack start to engage the remaining Z-95s and the new Y-Wings coming in, Zizal proceeds to topple yet another one of the buildings in a precise strike from his proton torpedoes. At this point, the YT-1300 successfully beats feet and the party decides that it is not worth attempting to pursue it, as Slacks proceeds to take down the second turbo laser tower and the squad starts turning in on the remaining buildings. While this is happening, a reinforcement of 2 Z-95s and 1 Y-Wing appear. Apparently, several of the Black Sun mercenaries were out on patrol and have just now received word of their comrades in danger. It's at this point that Zizal realizes that he has a bit of a problem. While he's been spectacularly successful both with bombs and torpedoes, he has a Z-95 on his tail that he has been unable to shake this entire time, and the damage from the Z-95 is really starting to add up. The fresh Y-Wing approaches and acquires a target lock on Big Red 1 and lines up a shot, but Big Red 1 is able to deftly duck behind a building to avoid eating a proton torpedo to the face before popping up over the building and doing a K-turn on the other side. Big Red 1 then fires a salvo at the last building, and while he is able to do some damage, he's not able to quite destroy it, as Zizal's ship falls under the fusillade of incoming fire. As Big Red 1 deftly weaves his way in between the various ships, it looks like a squad of infantry is about to line up their shots on him, but right as they do, Slacks drops the building next to him, wiping out the entire squad. Big Red 1, now the acting squad leader, decides to take command of the situation. He flies a distraction trying to pull some of the enemy Y-Wings away from Slacks as Slacks makes a hasty retreat. By deftly juking several of the Y-Wings and Z-95s into a bad position, both Slacks and Big Red 1 are able to make their way to the safety of the canyon and out of Black Sun's range. While acting squad leader Zizal did suffer a minor concussion and his ship did get somewhat banged up, ultimately it was recovered without significant issues. Both Slacks and Big Red 1 got 16 experience points, while Zizal walked away with a mere 8 and also missing some proton torpedoes, but ultimately all's well that ends well. The squad did successfully score the primary objective. It did not score the secondary objective of eliminating all Black Sun, and it didn't get the hidden objective of preventing the YT-1300 from escaping. As the squad arrives back at base, they realize that the reason Meatball was unable to attend this particular mission is that he was busy seeing to the court-martial of Starbone. In response, Zizal initiated his own court-martial of Meatball for missing out on a mission for where his Y-Wing would be particularly effective. After a few days, the squad receives an incoming transmission from Switch and Sever. Switch is actually dressed in an Imperial officer uniform. So I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is that Governor Grimfane was very cooperative when I talked to him. We are currently arranging transit off-world as we speak. The bad news is that I'm pretty sure the Black Sun doesn't want any part of this little arrangement of ours to happen. Grimfane doesn't have a whole lot of forces loyal to him. He currently only has his personal guard. We're not entirely confident bringing anybody else into the situation will improve our odds of success, let us say. So I was kind of hoping, and hear me out on this, that you guys could come over here and escort the shuttle off-world. Also, minor issue, maybe it is important, maybe it isn't, who knows. The ISB really likes to install their own agents and the personal bodyguards of various planetary governors to ensure compliance. So I'm not entirely certain what's gonna happen with our escort when they see you, but we'll have to burn that bridge when we get to it. Feel me? And that concludes this installment of HotAC. If you don't want to miss the next installment in the series, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, danke bitte tschüss.